guys. Welcome to Forms of Therapy podcast. Today, I have on my podcast a special guest, DJ. Hi, everybody say hi. Ooh, cheering in the background, cheering in the background.
What's up, hey?
Obviously, by your name, we would assume that you're a DJ.
Yes.
So, where do you work at?
Well, I've been DJing in different places. I don't just stay at one place. So I'm kind of like a contractor DJ. Like people could book me, um, and I'll just come and set up for the night, and then my schedule will just I move around. So like if I'm tomorrow night, I'm DJing downtown, and I got a birthday party too. So I got two things tomorrow to do. And Friday I'm off, and Saturday I'm DJing I can't remember somewhere Friday Saturday.
So, how long have you been a DJ for?
I've been DJing for a long time. I've been listening to um, other DJs when I was younger, and then that's how I got into it. I just started to mimic what I was hearing. I had my grandparents brought me a turntable set, and back then we was using turntables the old school way. And then from there, I just kind of like took off. It was like started like in high school.
So, would you say DJing is like a form of therapy for you?
Oh yeah, music in general, but DJing, especially DJing for me, because when I get to DJing and the the crowd is responding to the music, it's like I'm making everybody happy. I'm like controlling the party, but like I'm seeing all those people enjoying themselves. Like I know like a lot of times when people come out, they've been working all week, and then this is like the day that they had a chance to come out and have a good time and enjoy themselves, and I was able to provide that for them.
So, you like to make other people happy?
Absolutely.
What made you like think that you like to make others happy?
Selfless is the name of my company, Selfless Entertainment. So I've been kind of like just that kind of person and by nature. Um, but I noticed that like I mean just like in general when you doing something for somebody and you see that the result is a smile or you see that they happy, it's kind of contagious. You just want to keep doing it and making as many people around you, happy. Is the thing you I had to learn was you're never gonna please everybody. So I've done parties or been around groups of people, and everybody's having a good time. It's always one person that's gonna complain. So don't take it personal.
So, since we're on the topic of happiness, would you say you were like happier when you were younger?
When I was younger, um, that's a great question. I don't feel like I'm not happy now. I just feel like when I was younger, I didn't have responsibilities. I was just doing whatever. So I was more in a utopia state. You know what that means?
No, not really.
Utopia, utopia. It's kind of like means like bliss, like just like I'm just doing things without. It's just unlimited happiness. Like you know what I mean? Like you just don't. You're a kid. You don't really think about it. Like now I have responsibilities. I gotta take accountability for things. Back then I was just doing whatever. So I kind of think it's kind of like when you're younger you have a freedom, a certain type of freedom. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you still have a freedom, but it's not the same type of freedom because you got responsibilities and stuff like that.
So, would you say you having responsibilities now that you're older has like changed your personality at all?
Yeah, I mean, it changed my personality, but not this. I'm still the same person that I was. But when you get older, you just get mature, so your personality changes in that sense. But as far as like me being, you know, um, a different type of person. I'm still the same person. I still can be selfish at times, or I still could be, little things that I fought to become better at over the years. They still linger around sometimes. Let's just say that.
So, do you think you would ever quit being a DJ?
I'm never gonna quit being a DJ. I love DJing because even like cause I love music. So like I don't really, no matter like if it's old school music or new school music, I adapt to all the music that comes out. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I don't like the new stuff. I like new stuff. I still like the old stuff. And music is just like special to me. You know what I mean? It's been with me for the longest time. So I'm never gonna stop DJing. Even on I DJ on my Twitch. So I got like my own, like, even when it's not out in the public, I could still DJ online and stuff like that. So it'll be fun for me until, I guess, forever.
So, like, how did you start publishing like your DJing and stuff?
Well, I started with like my social media pages. Like I was recording videos and doing live sets. Really, where really the most views I ever had is during the pandemic when we was in 2020.
Mm.
Everything shut down, and I went live on Friday. I think we shut down that weekend. It was actually my birthday weekend. It was March 13th. That weekend was my birthday weekend, and then Sunday everything was shut down that Monday. So that following Friday, I went live on Facebook, and I had like 18,000 people watching me DJ, and then I just kept doing it every weekend. Technically, I want to say I was the first one to start it, but I don't have proof of it. But if you go back that Friday, I was the first one to go live on Facebook.
So, who would you say was your biggest inspiration when you started DJing?
So back then, when I was listening to the radio, it was DJs in New York City. So it was like a few different DJs, like DJ Premier, DJ Scratch, Molly Mall. Um, I say Red Alert, maybe. Just it was just a lot of DJs in New York City that was doing radio sets, and they was definitely my inspiration.
So, who would you say would be your top three favorite music artists?
My top three music artists. This is tough right now. Oh man, I can't. You put me on the spot. Um, if I so I'm an R&B. I'm an R&B dude. I like a lot of R&B music. So I would say right now it would be probably Ella May. She got some heat right now. Um, I still love Keisha Cole music, and I say I'm gonna throw one of. Let me throw a little rap. Let me see. Let me try to. I go with maybe Lil Baby.
Mm. So, after our podcast interview, how would you say you feel on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh man, this was a great interview. I feel like this was a 10 to me. Yeah, questions was flowing. There was real good communication. It wasn't no hesitation. Um, Let me ask you a couple questions though. Let me reverse it.
Okay.
So now that I'm in charge, what made you become or get? What made you get into podcasting?
Well, because, not gonna lie, like, I would just like to, like, go around and, like, ask people a lot of questions. Because I'm, like, a very adventurous person and, like, curious person.
Mm.
So I like to ask people a lot of questions, and I was thinking about it in, like, podcasting. Like, I used to watch a few podcasting videos, and I was like, I think I would like to do that someday. Like, podcasting and interviewing people would be something that I would like to do. alongside of the other things that I do on my free time, I think podcasting would definitely be one of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's money involved, right?
Yeah.
We get you some sponsors, right? Get paid, right? Nah, that's dope. So being naturally a person that asks questions, I got you. Um, and what made you come up with the name of the podcast?
Cause we're technically at the CCA right now,
Hmm.
and the CCA, like, we did a group the other day. Well, it was yesterday. We did a group yesterday, and we were talking about like forms of therapy and how like something can like help us through times. And a lot of us were saying like music and stuff, and I thought like I would like to know other people's forms of
Hmm.
therapy, and like that's why I named it forms of therapy,
Nice.
because then people can come on here and they can talk about ways that they can be more happy and more calm and stuff like that.
That's positive vibes. I like that. And last question: what's your form of therapy?
I'd say my form of therapy is definitely gonna probably be sports, because like I feel like when I play my sports I like really get into the vibe of like, oh, like I'm like really happy right now. Like even one day I remember I was upset at school, but then we had a game that day, so when our game had started, like I was in a bad mood, but by the end of the game we won and I was actually really excited.
Nice. So sports is definitely a good way. Physical, like sometimes, like you said, even I said music, but like working out helps me too when I'm like not in a great mood or stressed out. It brings my energy back up, so I can relate to that. So that's all I had. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And that's going to be the end of our podcast. If you have any more requests of who you would like to bring on here, please let us know. And that's it for Forms of Therapy.